Sports fans, welcome back to another edition of Beyond the Sidelines. Tonight's guest is offensive lineman John Lavelle from Delaware Valley. He was a first-team preseason All-American. And with us is Kerry Gibbs, BSN correspondent, getting ready to lead off the interview. Gibbs, what do you got for us?
I'll tell you what we got. We got a heck of a lineman tonight. As you mentioned, first-team BSN preseason All-American for us. He's a senior left guard, Delaware Valley. And he does talking with his pads. I'll tell you what, he does the talking. He was a part of an offense that averaged 450 yards a game. 205 of those were on the ground. So, pretty balanced offense, part of a great offensive line. I'm really glad to have him on board. John, your team had a really good run last year, and were 11-0 until you came into a very tough game against St. John Fisher. Talk about a moment last season that really defined you as a player.
Kerry, there's not just one moment that, I'd take a lot of moments in, and there was a couple moments last year where I was able to, as an individual, take control and bring us together. That Muhlenberg game, first game of the season, we won 10-9. And in the fourth quarter, we're down 3-0, and we're fighting to get back 3-0. A lot of the guys, they did look over at me. I've been there for 2 years, and I knew right then and there that I knew I was just to help the guys out, help the offense out. And quarterback Aaron Wilmer, the throw he made that game was unbelievable.
Mm-hmm. Well,
and then that one, and then Widener last in the season. That was a big game for us. Real arch rival, dig deep every play, every second that game. And we went down in the half 28-14. Mm-hmm. And they had us pretty covered well. You could tell their defensive guys, they watched film, and they prepared very well. But I was telling the guys in the locker room, and I remember this, and just, guys, we know what they're going to do now. We know what they got lined up. Let's go out there, let's execute, and we're going to do well. And I don't know what we said. Everyone took it to heart, and we went out there and scored 56 unanswered. It was awesome.
Wow.
Well, and when you go undefeated in the regular season, like you said, there's not going to be just one moment. It's a mountain of moments built up together, and you guys had a great run. Now, talking about that success, do you see you guys, experiencing the same success this year?
I really do. I really do, Kerry. I really do see us. I see us winning the MAC, and it's really personal for a lot of guys. We have a lot of four-year players that are going to be playing this year. And we got two great leaders on the offense. John Robinson, he's a free safety for us. And then T.O. is a corner. He was actually Terrence Osborne. He was named second team, first team preseason All-American for you guys. And I can tell you, he loved it. And them two on that side of the ball, they're going to really crack down. And we got almost 9 guys back on offense. We're ready to roll, and we don't want the MAC. The MACs, we know we can win it. We really want to go to Salem this year. We want to make that run.
You really want to show everyone out there that guys at Delaware Valley can really play football, and if they visit there, you can show them. Huh?
Yeah, we're not a small school. We are a small school. We're a small Division III football school, but let me tell you, we play with a lot of heart. I tell you, we have a kid, Kyle Schubert, running back, and I really think he's a player to watch this year. He's going to be starting this year again as a junior. That kid is as tough as nails, and he's about 5'6". That kid is an absolute stud in the backfield. He's out there like a senior captain like me. Not that I'm going to be a captain, but he's out there like a senior leader. He talks, and I love the kid. He's like a little brother to me.
Yeah, well, it's that type of brotherhood that really lets you guys experience success.
Sounds like some great team synergy going on there, and obviously, having that camaraderie and all these seniors coming back. You guys have a chance to do some big things, and I'm sure that, if I could give you any inspiration here that we took when we went for the national championship run 12 years ago, don't look to go 11-0, look to go 1-0 11 times. Mm-hmm. And I think you guys have the chance to do that.
Now, that's a real good analogy. I like that.
Take that one back with you.
I think I will.
Yeah. Now, I noticed on your profile on bsncollege.com, you listed one of your strengths as being a very mobile lineman. Talk about how you work to gain that mobility.
It's a lot of hard work in the off season. I do a lot of cone drills. I'm a very athletic kid. I play multiple sports. I play pickup basketball. I play some beer league softball, as you would say, the Sunday league softball games. And a lot of people say, well, how's that working out? But, excuse me there, but I'm staying athletic, and I like it. I can't just sit around. I'm not that kid who just sits around and play video games all day. I like being outside, running around. I mean, our Del Val workouts are 4 days a week, and I do cone drills every day when I'm with them. I love it. And then when I have the way I put it to a game, I can honestly say the best thing in my football career is pulling. I love pulling. It's the best thing. I love it.
Nothing's worse for a defensive lineman or a linebacker that has to deal with a guy like this who's athletic, who can move, and who stays in shape. Obviously, with all the different sports that you're playing and the way you're staying athletically in shape, that makes it tough for these defensive linemen, for these linebackers to take on because, one, you're ready to do it, and two, it sounds like you're ready to just smash heads on every play. And to do that for 4 quarters, I mean, usually the defense wants to get keep the offensive line tired and just keep shoving them. But it sounds like it's the opposite here. These guys don't want to be getting hit by you all that much.
I mean, and let me tell you, the heart you say D lineman. When I say in camp might be the hardest thing that I go through all season because our entire team trains hard. Our entire team comes ready to play. And when I say that some of the hardest hits that I have all season long are against my own team, I love the fact that our entire team works out. We're all working hard to win the thing. We all want the national championship. So that's all our goals.
That's great to hear. I mean, you got to train hard against each other because you know what? If no one's going to hit you harder than your teammate, then every game is just a little bit easier. Yep. And you know what? If you want to be the best, you got to train like the best. So just to hear that is awesome. It just, makes me think back to, our training days, and that's exciting. I tell you, BSN's going to have to try to make a road trip to come up and see that because it sounds like the preseason might be just as exciting as, the season itself.
I promise you come up for a training camp day, you come up for 2 a day, you promise you'll leave with a smile on your face.
Wow, I love it. Now, you may have already answered this question in one of your previous answers. Now, do you prefer pass or run blocking?
You know what, Kerry? And I've had a lot of these questions asked just from people around the neighborhood and people who watch you, like, what do you like to do? I'm an offensive lineman at heart, and I'm a football player even more. So whatever play call gets us 6 points, I'm out there doing this 100% 100 miles an hour, let me tell you.
All right. Each answer you give is just firing me up that much more. I feel like I want to go, put the pads on right now, but that's another story. Okay, now we know that you were a first-team All-American for us. You're a very decorated offensive lineman. What are your expectations for yourself this year?
Just to get better. Mm-hmm. I mean, I have goals, and there's goals. I mean, everyone wants to get decorated. Everyone wants the national awards. But honestly, if I get better as a human being, get better as an offensive guard, get better as a player, get better as a teammate, more important, and our team can make a run, I can't not be happy. That's all I can say. I mean, you want the awards, but for us to go all the way this year, that'd be the best award.
Yep.
As they say, keep it simple, stupid. One step at a time. It's a great answer.
Yep.
I love it.
I mean, all these, like you said, all these awards mean nothing if you win the national championship. No one's going to remember, hey, that guy was the first-team All-American. He won the national championship, and that's all that matters.
Exactly. That's the biggest award out there. It's the biggest trophy you want.
Yeah. Now, talk about your time at Delaware Valley and what made you choose that school.
Coming out of high school, I wasn't really highly recruited. I had a couple of looks, a couple of D2 schools wanted to walk on. But let me tell you, the guy who got me to Del Val was our offensive coordinator, Duke Greco, and the rest of the coaching staff. My offensive line coach, Coach Feedick, Greg Feedick, Coach Jim Clemens. I love them guys. They're like family to me. They treated me like a human being, not just a player when they recruited me. And it made me feel welcome. I mean, my coaches, they talk to my parents every day just about financial aid and things that I could do just to better my chances of getting into Del Val. And then once I got there, it didn't change. The coaches, they treated me like a father, treated me like a son to them. and they stand behind you. And let me tell you, this has been my 4th year, and I don't think I want to leave. I mean, it feels like home there, and I love it.
Well, it's funny how you'll go through your entire career, and so many different people, you know, when you get to our age, that start saying, you know, geez, I spent 4 or 5 years trying to get out. Now I spend the rest of my life wondering, how do I get back in?
Yeah.
You know, soak it up, enjoy it, and you know, for the most part, I mean, it sounds like you've got a lot to look forward to. I think this is going to be a lot of fun, and you know, you were named a first-team BSN preseason All-American, and you know, John, in your words, what did that do for you? What does that mean for you and for Delaware Valley?
Honestly, you know what that means for more websites getting to know more about the Aggies, and as a team, it just knows that we're getting better every day. People are starting to notice us. I mean, we're from here as a small football school, and now we're getting up there in a lot of different websites, especially you guys, which I love this website. I log on there every day, look at kids. I mean, I became a couple friends with a couple of linemen across the D3 nation. Became friends with them on your website. I mean, where else would I have a chance to do that? It was awesome.
Well, we're glad to hear that. I mean, that's what the networking is about, because, you know, bsncollege.com is about helping you not just on the field, but off the field, and then, you know, in your post-career opportunities. And again, John, I just want to say a big thanks for being a guest on this show. We're going to have a lot to follow. I just see a lot of fun details coming out over the next couple of weeks, and obviously, having talked to you prior to, it sounds like we might be able to get some of your teammates on here and perhaps discuss this exciting preseason coming up.
I would love to get my offensive line on here. I think you would love us guys, man. Christian Brooks, Joe Galelli, Jason West. I think you would absolutely love us, man.
Nice. I'd say let's make a date on that, and you know, Kerry, I don't know. I mean, that's a lot of big guys. We're gonna have to get a big screen TV here to fit these guys on here.
You took the words right out of my mouth. There is not enough room on that little screen for all you guys. So
I take that as a compliment.
Yeah, it is. It is. Please don't be mad. Please.
Well, he's filling up the screen more than we are, you know. So, yeah. But no, this is great, and again, John, thanks for the time.
No problem. Anytime.
Thanks, John.